John here. Today I'm going to show you a 2012 Ford F450 with an Altec AT200A. We'll show you how the bucket operates. We'll do a walk around video and go for a test drive. So to operate the bucket, we don't have to have the key in the ignition. We just have to set the park brake, put that master on right there. We can put the key in our pocket, which makes it nice and safe. If you're by yourself, nobody can take off in this truck. Well, also we have strobe lights, compartment lights, and inverter. We'll put those on. This is for a light up on top. We'll show you how that works with this remote or that switch in a little bit. But let's go around to the back and show you how the bucket operates. Okay, so we've got the master on. We have the park brake on. Now we'll fire up the generator. We'll hear the fuel pump prime. The generator will go ahead and fire up. We have upper controls, lower controls. This is our generator start, stop. Our master, we push that down. And then all these functions will operate when we push that down. Nice feature on this is we have power stow. Any position we put that bucket in, it'll hold that position all throughout the arc of the travel of the boom. If you don't want snow or water in it, you can always go ahead and tilt it like that. It will go a little bit farther than straight up, and it will operate about 370 degrees of rotation, slightly more than 360, but you have to do it halfway at a time. In other words, we would go all the way to the front. There's a mechanical stop, and then we could go all the way the other way if that's what you wanted to do. I'll let it touch that mechanical stop and you can see. And it'll go all the way around the other way. And again, any position you want to put the bucket in, it'll hold that position. And I'll just show you something a little there. We'll raise it all the way and it'll keep holding that position all the way. Roofers seem to like that. Let's fire up the engine here. And I showed you this remote here. If Clint, if you can go on top of the roof, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the button here to fire up the power. When you're in the bucket, if it's getting dark out at night, you can take this remote with you up in the bucket and put it in any position you want. Put a little extra light on it, just drop it in your pocket. We got a 6.8 liter V10, automatic transmission, serviced, new battery, recent radiator. Again, a Tennessee truck. When we do have the generator operating, as long as we're right here, I'll show you, you have 110 volt outlets right here. We have air pressure right here, quick connect. Tires look real nice. Clint will include a lot of photos of those inside the still shots. This Onan generator supplies 110 volt and 220 volt to multiple outlets all around the vehicle. Also inside the bucket, we have 110 volt. If you want to use an electric tool, maybe drop a heater in there, you can. You do not have to run the engine. You can take the key out, put it in your pocket, never get carjacked. We have all nice stainless steel hardware, never going to rust on you. Of course, fiberglass is never going to rust either. These shelves are adjustable. You can also pull these off, drop this down so you can reach in there a little farther. Ventilated. If you have any aerosol cans that you'd like to put in there, maybe a small set of torches or something, you're legal. Central locking. We can lock the key. We can lock the compartments with a key at each compartment, or just push that in and put a padlock through there. Cone holder, wheel chocks, multiple different outlets for your trailers. We have a backup camera here. Step to help you get in if you're an old guy like me. We have another outlet right here, 110 volt outlet. We have air pressure right here. And I want to show you, we do have an outlet right here for the bucket, and we have air pressure right there. Walking back around, again, another ventilated cabinet. Our controls are in that one, and these shelves are adjustable. This one's got a lot of extra dividers in it that are brand new. Another drop-down cabinet similar to the other side. You can organize a lot of your little parts, never have to run to the hardware store. Again, in the middle of a job. Might look like a cot, but really it's a shelf. And this one has some goodies in it. Stainless steel hardware. Some of our controls for the bucket. All of those. You can hang whatever you want to hang from them. I've seen a lot of chainsaws hanging from them. Here, guys typically will put digging bars, tree trimming equipment. These tubes go all the way across. We have a ladder rack up here for a 1 or 2 piece ladder. A nice shelf in here if you have dirty shovels. That's what I see a lot of in there. Guys are letting the rain wash them. We have a 220 volt outlet right here and a 110 volt outlet right there. And that go light up there, also we can turn on. You can get right in here, Clint. We can turn it on and off right there, and this toggle will make it go all around. Take a quick little ride in this 12 F450, 6.8 V10, 362 horsepower, 457 foot-pounds of torque. If you have a trailer, you'll have no problem pulling it. We do have cruise and, tilt and telescoping. I will lower that and it will go up and down and in and out a little bit. I'm gonna come to a stop here and show you that we have tow haul mode right here. Delay wipers right here. We can adjust the dimness on the dashboard right there. We have upfitter switches for strobe lights, compartment lights. I should have showed those when I was opening the compartments, but around the perimeter of the door on the inside where you don't see them, there are compartment lights that light those up in the evening. We have an inverter right behind our console here. That would be for our inverter. That's a spare, not being used at the moment. We do have air conditioning. Now let me turn it on first. Blows out nice and cold. This is for our go light upstairs, which we showed you. We have 12 volt plugs, another 12 volt plug here. Turn traction control off. We can turn the passenger airbag off. We have a cup holder down here. course, we have our glove box right there, and I'll put it in reverse, and if you can zoom in on that, Clint, probably gonna be hard to see it on a video, but there is a backup camera and you can hear the backup alarm. We do have cruise control right here and an infotainment center console for bring up all kinds of information on the dashboard. If our bucket was out of stow, this red light would light up.